to another edition of WYTPod, the online community for e-commerce business owners and entrepreneurs. And today we have a special guest with us. He's the CEO and the owners at Members Apparel, and his name is Jonathan Smith. Jonathan, thank you for joining us today. How are you?
All right, I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Good to hear that.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, pretty good also.
Okay.
Thanks, we're all doing good. Great. Okay, cool. So why don't we jump right in, Jonathan? And just so that our viewers can get to know you a little better, would you mind sharing a bit of your background?
Oh, absolutely. As he already said, I'm the owner of Members Apparel. We're a collegiate licensed company located in Clinton, Mississippi. We do a lot of printing things for white brand, private brands, and things like that for companies or businesses or brands who want to start their own clothing line. We also give out a little information here and there, have processes in place that help us, help any business speed up their processes as far as getting orders out or even just simply, just printing. We started in 2017 as a home-based business. By October of 2020, I had so much equipment, my wife told me I had to go. So I had to actually get me an office/warehouse location where we fill everything. I made the front end of that a storefront. I made the back end of that just a fulfillment center. And we've been doing pretty well since then. Like I mentioned, collegiate license. We work with several high schools. Man, we work with a lot of people. So different partners on board to help us keep the ball rolling. So yeah, that's pretty much how we got started. And we're constantly growing and things like that.
Outstanding. The classic American success story.
Right. Thank you.
I never get tired of hearing stories like this. It's fantastic. Now, anyone who goes to your website will see that you offer the highest quality, unique merchandise with private label printing for designers and businesses. That's a big undertaking. What inspired you to get into the e-commerce apparel business?
In 2017, I had some of my classmates reach out to me. I graduated in 2003 and they needed a whole bunch of stuff for our class reunion. So I ended up doing it, those shirts just for that particular day. And things kind of took off from there. I mean, when I say it took off, it really took off. So I was able to, print for high schools right then and there. And then I had a local community college, Hines Community College, which was my first vendor, reached out to me later in 2017 and basically blessed me and gave me an opportunity to with the biggest order I've ever had, still to this day. Hines Community College has like 6 or 7 campuses, so they're a big network. Yeah. So that connection was very, very important, and man, it was such a blessing that everything took off from there.
Well, I think that's a testament to your relationship building, right? That people want to be in business with you and they trust you with their business.
Right.
So good on you for that. Now, the next thing is, a lot of people think it's easy to start an e-com. You just get some stock, you take some pictures, you put it on the website, and you start making sales, right? That's what people think. But you and I know it's not that easy. It's not that simple. Can you share some of the challenges that you faced when you got started and how you overcame those challenges?
Oh, the biggest challenge was basically getting things in. We have a lot of vendors that source things overseas, so that was kind of a hard thing to overcome. But the beauty of that is, like I said, I created processes to eliminate that. What I started doing for something of a product or something of that nature that may take a long time that I may have to get made overseas, we started launching pre-orders. So when you launch those pre-orders, we say, okay, we're going to let the customer know that it's going to take 4 or 5 weeks, cut the price, send it out, and put it on the website, and a lot of people order. So that helped us out a whole lot. And being upfront with the customers really did let them know where it's coming from, let them know how long it's going to take. So that helped with the whole pre-order process, and it actually can help any business actually start something with no money down, if you think about it. If you have a really good product and it's of great quality, you can basically say, hey, I got a website. So put that on there, launch those pre-sales, but stay consistent in your posting and your advertising, and things work out. So that was our biggest challenge, was getting fulfillments, getting shipments in. And honestly, to this day, that is still our biggest challenge. Certain companies, are better than others. For example, UPS is great. You know, they'll deliver when I need them to deliver, they'll come. FedEx Express is great. FedEx Ground, that's a different story. So, you know, they'll say, hey, we'll come sometime before 8 o'clock. Well, my business closed about 4:30 or 5.
Yeah.
So now you sitting around waiting for product and things like that. So that's one of the challenges. For us, we wanted to eliminate so much on-hand inventory. A lot of people don't understand that on-hand inventory that's not selling or not moving is pretty much money sitting on the shelf.
Sure.
So we navigated to a lot of made to order processes and having try to get things done within a week. And the flip side of that is we was able to partner with manufacturers right here in the US that now say, hey, we can get that out to you in 3 to 5 days. I can get that out to my customers in another 1 to 2 days. So in about a week, everybody got what they need. So that was the main two challenges. Right now, the biggest challenge that we are kind of facing now is we're trying to get into the tech apparel industry, and we're really close. But man, it's gonna be medical tech, so it's kind of hard because you got to have the clinical side of things. But yes, those were the main two. Getting those shipments in and controlling inventory was the biggest hurdle at that time.
Medical tech. That sounds pretty high tech, I guess. Sounds applied a lot of creative and proactive, problem solving, and
right.
And that's some valuable information that our community members are really going to appreciate, I know. And obviously, you have superior products, but having the best products in the world is no good unless people know about them. So, how are you driving potential customers to your website right now?
You definitely have to use your social media platform. But like I said earlier, you have to be consistent in that process. We may use certain apps like later.com as simply an app that say, hey, make all your posts for the week or for the day, set your time, and then you can focus on something else. Automation is the biggest process that we use as far as trying to get posting and scheduling out and advertising, because social media is free. Every platform, anything that you can think of, you can kind of post different mock-ups, things like that from computerized automation that helps us. So word of mouth is basically just advertising and getting it out there and constantly getting it out there. The key to advertising is posting and scheduling that information daily. It doesn't matter if it's something that you posted 2 months ago. Who cares? Send it again. That way you have a consistent fan base that's looking for you. Now you have consistency in your approach to the market, because now they know at 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, or whenever you schedule that, something is coming. So when you have those sales, people already kind of know who you are.
Sensational. What would you say is your core market, Jonathan?
Collegiate license. I'm a vendor with Jackson State University. We pretty much all over the place right now. So,
oh, no kidding. JSU.
Yes.
Deion Sanders University.
Yes.
Wow, exciting times for you guys then, man. It's crazy.
Right.
It's amazing what he's done.
Right. So that alone, and you have that platform. So you have to partner with the right company. You have to vendor with the collegiate company. So I do a lot of collegiate licensing. I did some things with Talladega College in Alabama, working on something with North Alabama. Got Alcorn State University. Got some things in works that I'm trying to get done with Ole Miss and Mississippi State. So, like I said, collegiate licensing is where it's at, because a lot of people are just simply looking for that product. And it's so many colleges. People don't understand how saturated that market is, but It's so much money there.
Well, anyone who's ever shopped for collegiate hats online would know what you're talking about.
Right.
Including me. I mean, I love college hats. I always have. So, yeah, it's pretty appealing to me what you're doing. So cool. Now, obviously, you're spinning a lot of plates to keep everything going. So how do you keep everything running smoothly at the same time?
It's all about automation and scaling. You have to have a team. You have to have certain people that say, hey, I can do this, or what they can do. And you have to bring it all together. I have a team of about 10 people, and most of the time they stay in the back. They kind of say, hey, we'll do this part. We'll let you do whatever it is you do and kind of be the face. But you got to have a team. You got to lean on that team, and y'all have to always stay in communication. And it's so many moving parts, but if you channel it or scale it just right, man, I promise you it'll work for you just fine.
Fantastic. So you know, you've already told us a lot of, given us a lot of valuable information, but are there any final pearls of wisdom you'd like to pass along to entrepreneurs who are just getting started in the e-commerce game?
Just stay consistent. I mean, it has its ups and downs, but just stay consistent. It doesn't matter if you're selling or if you're not selling. Please always stay consistent to your brand, stay consistent to your customers, and look out for anything that's out there. Find a problem and make a solution for it.
Nice.
So, I mean, that's the key thing that you have to do. And I know that it sounds simple, and it's not as simple in the e-commerce business, especially if you're selling clothing. But I promise you, there's a niche for you. You got to find that niche, and man, you got to really row the boat once you find it.
Sure. I like that phrasing, and it's so true. I mean, the apparel business is uber competitive, obviously. So
Right.
you must be doing something right. Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's just like I said, and you got to always be thinking rebranding. You got to think outside the box. You have to basically say, hey, what is out there that nobody else is trying to sell or trying to duplicate or trying to make? And lots of times it'd be simple stuff. Like,
Sure.
for instance, I share with you guys, I have a new collection coming for Jackson State called my championship collection. And basically it's more of a historical collection where we'll take hats and things like that, and we'll put historical documents on the garments along with the stuff. So now people, along with the gear, so people can now say, hey, I remember that in 1995,
Yeah.
or whatever historical document you put on there. So now it has some history attached to it. It's different. Nobody thought about it. Go back and find some of those old college logos, things people weren't using, and say, hey, let's see if I can get with the school and remake that and rebrand it. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, yeah, you can actually do that.
Vintage.
So just finding that niche.
A lot of people are into vintage. I'm into vintage stuff. So yeah,
Right.
that would be a fertile market, I'm sure. So
Yeah,
good stuff.
nothing's new under the sun. So you got to take that approach and remember it in business as well.
Hey, look, the best games in the NFL are when they wear the throwback unis, right?
Right. Right. With the rush color. They call them rush colors now or something like that.
Yeah,
They try to call
I
them.
guess so. Yeah. All right, great stuff. Jonathan, thanks again, for joining us today. It was a lot of fun speaking with you. I really enjoyed meeting you. And
hey, I enjoyed this as well. Information, I'm all about sharing the information. So hey, if you guys ever need somebody to come on and say, hey, what do you think? Or whatever, anybody in the apparel industry that needs something, they can definitely reach out to me. They can go to my website and just contact me personally. We're always giving out information to help any other entrepreneurs, and we'll continue to do that as well.
absolutely. I've always found the entrepreneurial community to be, very helpful and very warm and supportive of each other. So
Right.
yeah, it's a great way of life. So thanks again for joining us, Jonathan. I'll let you get going, sell some more fantastic clothing, and
Yes, sir.
appreciate
Yes, sir.
your time today, and wish you
I
all
thank you guys.
continued success, huh?
Hey, I thank you guys for having me. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thanks, Jonathan. Take care.
All right.